Hey everybody. I meant to record my live session today, but unfortunately I completely forgot to do that. I will start recording those in the future. Instead, here's a video of the things we went over in the live session. Okay, last week you guys gathered evidence and analyzed the evidence about the different biological specimens you collected in the High Uinta's ecosystem. And using that information, you built a model of the organisms and the relationships that they have using a food web. And then you decided what kind of relationship each different organism not only has to the lodgepole pine, but to each other as well. Today you're going to use that food web as you interpret your results. First, they're going to ask you to answer just a few basic questions about the three relationships: predator-prey, competition, and symbiotic relationships. Then you'll watch a new video about how we make informed predictions about organisms in a changing forest. And lastly, you will select 4 different organisms that are related to the lodgepole pine, and you'll drag their image over here. So I'll do one for you. I'm going to grab this little beetle and drag him over here, and it auto-populates the name of the organism, what relationship it has, and you get to predict the primary impact if the lodgepole pine tree declines. So knowing that this beetle has a predator-prey relationship with the pine, meaning the beetle consumes the pine, then I can say which of these is true. Well, if I read through them all, I would eventually land probably on this one, that if the lodgepole pine decreases, then there will be a decrease in food and nutrient availability for this beetle. Explain your thinking. Well, because the beetle eats the pine, if there are fewer pines, then there will be a decrease in food and nutrients available for the beetle. And who else might be affected by this change? I'm going to go back to my little beetle here, and I'll see who's connected to him. Who's he connected to? So if I go up here, I see that this little beetle has a predator-prey relationship with this, the northern flicker. It's a type of bird, and it eats the larvae of bark beetles. So if there are fewer pines and then there are fewer beetles, then that means there will be one less food source for the northern flicker. So I would write northern flicker here. On your handout, you'll have to just kind of take notes as you go for each one of these organisms, where you tell us what the relationship is with the pine, what your prediction about the primary impact on that organism will be, whether it will be an increase, decrease, or no impact on habitat space, food and nutrient availability, water, or sunlight, what evidence you use to explain your thinking or why you think there will be an increase or decrease in those factors, and take it further, who else will be affected. So you'll do that for 4 organisms. I anticipate that this activity today will take you about 15 minutes. I hope that's helpful, and I hope you guys are staying quarantined and staying healthy, and that you are staying busy, Take care. I miss you guys. We'll see you soon. Actually, one final thought before I go. I will be hosting those live sessions every Tuesday and Thursday from 11 to 11:25 a.m. And then I'll also be hosting what we call virtual office hours, which is a time from 1 to 1:30 on Tuesday and Thursday, where you can just see me face to face, ask me questions, clear up any inconsistencies that might be in gradebook, or ask me questions about the platform, or just to stop in and say hello. So office hours from 1 to 1:30 Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'd sure like to see you guys during those times. So, okay, that's it. Off I go. Enjoy the rest of your day.